what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From AT&T Center in San Antonio, tonight, the San Antonio Spurs play host to the Golden State Warriors. It's Spurs basketball to get this one going. Underway in Texas. Jay, DeMar DeRozan fell in love with Toronto as a player and a person. Now, the worst places to go than San Antonio. DeRozan's playing with a chip on his shoulder.
He most definitely is, and he will embrace Greg Popovich. That trade really affected him. And to all the fans out there that said, well, you got a lot of money, DeMar DeRozan said. He said, oh, it was rich. So they would realize money isn't everything. It's about loyalty for DeMar DeRozan.
Nothing going here on that drive. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Curry has it to Green. Sizing up the defense. Green to Curry. Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down. To Aldridge. It goes down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down just a couple. Curry. Steph Curry. 2 for 3 now here in the first. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Thompson. To Curry. Oh, he had him there for a second. Curry to Durant. 4-3. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three. Jay, he might be small, but against bigger and more athletic guards, how does he find a way to get it done?
Well, how about this? Last year, he shot 42% from behind the three-point line. That's his second lowest three-point shooting field goal percentage since he's been in the league. That's called first-class problems. And what that does, every time you step your foot over half court with unlimited range, it forces the defense to pick you up even quicker, which allows him way more room to operate on the offensive end.
Aldridge. Shot from the lane won't go. Green to Thompson. Beyond the arc for three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now Greg Popovich going to use a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter.
And look, no disrespect to Dwayne Casey of Toronto. I mean Detroit, because he was the coach of the year for Toronto, even though he got fired. But for Greg Popovich to lead this team to 7th place in the Western Conference with 47 wins is beyond me. I do not understand how he is not the coach of the year. When you have a guy like Manu Ginobili, who is older than me, and he's able to lead this team to where they were last year, that says everything you need to know about Pop.
One thing, Jay, you're not 40 years old yet, so that's good. And two, they had to reinvent how they did things last year. Kawhi Leonard played barely 10 games last season, so they found a way to do it. Then you add DeRozan. I'm so interested to see what this Spurs team is going to be. Yes, you lose Kawhi, but you never really had him last year either. DeRozan against the former Cougar. Knocked loose. Yes, Klay Thompson. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Klay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
To Aldridge. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Here comes the screen. Steph Curry, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry, short jumper, off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
DeRozan to Aldridge. Won't go.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. Rudy Gay, defended by Kevin Durant. To Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To DeRozan. Down low, Aldridge. Oh, blocked by Green.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Durant across the timeline. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. Durant, guarded by Rudy Gay. To Curry. To Aldridge. Here's the whistle. 5 seconds. Back to the basket. Violation sends it the other way. DeRozan with the basketball. They trail by 7. To Aldridge. Rudy Gay. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Curry with the basketball. Up 5. Nice pass to set things up.
Good shot.
Jay Cohen signing with Tim Duncan, being taken #1 in 1997. 21 straight years the Spurs have made the playoffs. Last year, as tough as any for them to crack the top 8.
And when this team didn't get Kawhi Leonard back, I thought there was no way that they would make the playoffs. And for this team to finish one of the 7 teams vying for 6 spots, that goes to show you how talented of a coach Greg Popovich is. And at the beginning of the year, Ed, if I had told you without Leonard on the court, that a lineup of Paul Gasol, LaMarcus Aldridge, Rudy Gay, DeJounte Murray, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and Kyle Anderson would be the 7th seed in the West and make the playoffs, would you have believed me?
It takes a great conductor. Oh, I missed a short one there around the perimeter. Thompson to Durant from long range. His first effort off the mark. To DeRozan. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Durant to Thompson. Oh, had him going there for a second. Curry. To Rudy Gay. Aldridge to Rudy Gay. DeRozan buries it on the catch and shoot. Jay, it's an old school approach in a modern era.
I love watching him play. He's a guy that can score at the pinch post, has a solid mid-range game, also elite athletic ability. But can his game fit into the modern-day style of the way the NBA is being played by shooting threes and also defending? He's a defensive liability at times, and he does struggle from the outside.
Short jumper off the mark.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Kevin Durant missed his first. That one goes.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Patty Mills, guarded by Livingston. From the outside, no good. Livingston across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. Bell to Thompson. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Here comes the screen. DeRozan sizing up Jordan Bell. Has a look. DeMar DeRozan. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
DeMar DeRozan is a beast. He's been an all-star 4 of the last 5 years, and he was a second-team All-NBA last year. But unfortunately, us as part of the media and the fans, we determine your legacy by you winning championships. He's still chasing one.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 30, Stephen Curry.
San Antonio ball. Patty Mills to Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. 3 for 6 now.
This has been quite the redemption story for L.A. In the 2016-17 season, there seemed to be a rift between him and Spurs management. Had a very difficult time finding his way, wasn't used to being an anchor down low at the post position. But this is the brilliance of Greg Popovich. Sat him down, spoke to him man-to-man multiple times, and got L.A. to buy into something bigger than himself, which is the reason why he is one of the most dominant bigs in the league.
Patty Mills to DeRozan. It was right there. Curry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Cruises inside for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Patty Mills to DeRozan. Oh, it's going the other way. 5 seconds. Time for some reinforcement. Greg Popovich will switch things up. 3 titles in 4 years. New arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports, amongst other things. Actually got a chance to host a Players Technology Summit with Andre Iguodala, where he talked about a multitude of things that he's invested in. they're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Off the iron. No good. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs. Knocked loose. Cunningham. Green always looking for the steal. That misses with a second to go. First quarter's complete. The Warriors with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Possession lies with Golden State. Livingston to Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons. We want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down on the ground and make a play.
Livingston to bring it up. It's a 9-point lead. To Thompson. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Patty Mills.
Match up.
To Gasol. Here's a chance from long range. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Thompson to Green. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Has a chance? Yes, Klay Thompson. He's now 5 for 6.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Gasol. Here comes the screen. Pound Gasol. Tough matchup with Draymond Green. Patty Mills. To Cunningham. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. Fires the 3. He looked like he was buried, but the man from down under hits the 3.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Klay Thompson up against Dante Cunningham. To Green. To Sean Livingston. Thompson. For 3, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And hits the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming.
For San Antonio, number 25.
3 for 3. Nice. Spurs in possession. Patty Mills. To Cunningham. Probing the defense. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Lets it fly from long range. Well defended. Tough shot for Patty Mills.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Klay Thompson, guarded by Bellinelli. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D. Mills in possession. Down 11 to Cunningham. Nothing going here on that drive. Fires the three, and he hits.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's Golden State basketball. Livingston to Green. Thompson. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Patty Mills matched up with Livingston. And it's going the other way. 5-second count. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Jay, you know the Warriors love challenges. As they go for a three-peat, why not try and incorporate the personality and presence of a DeMarcus Cousins?
Well, if there's anybody up for the challenge, it will be a head coach who's had multiple years in dealing with one of the hottest players, when I mean personality, hottest players in the league, and Draymond Green, and that's Steve Kerr. And look, DeMarcus Cousins is going to come back on this team probably after All-Star break, and I think he'll have a chance to really add another versatile piece. But in the interim, I think a guy like Jordan Bell is going to be huge. There's no more JaVale McGee in the squad, but a guy like Jordan Bell or Kevon Looney can give them the length and the intimidation of what they need down low on the blocks.
Thompson to Sean Livingston. Textbook body control on the Euro step.
You know, someone had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the third or fourth option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
Klay Thompson, guarded by Jakob Poeltl. No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Durant. Spurs have it. Patty Mills. Surveys the floor. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Warriors, number 4.
DeRozan, defended by Quinn Cook. For three. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. San Antonio with the basketball. To DeRozan. Trying to cash in. DeRozan with a shot, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To DeRozan. It's no good. Great defense.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Warriors come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Curry to Durant. Beyond the arc for three. And the Spurs able to clear the rebound. To DeRozan. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Curry to Thompson. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Goes to the left side. To Rudy Gay. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
It's Steph at the controls. To Thompson. Takes stock of the floor. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. Changes coming from both sides right now. Curry. Can't connect from in close. To Aldridge. DeRozan. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. He buries it off the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Durant to Thompson. To Curry.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
DeRozan. Warriors come up with it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. To Aldridge. Rejected by Durant.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Curry. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
To DeRozan. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. DeRozan. To Rudy Gay from long range. Rudy Gay up to the challenge. Hits the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Curry to Durant. Klay Thompson matched up with DeRozan. Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs. DeRozan. Gets it in the left corner. To DeRozan. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. That misses with a second to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Warriors dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Spurs have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Assist.
The San Antonio Spurs struggled to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
Steph Curry did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
DeRozan with the basketball. To Aldridge. Probing the defense. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most of the time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. DeRozan not getting the bounce. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. And slams it down. Big finish for Aldridge. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some team off the screen.
DeRozan on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Whoa, what a finish.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Mills in possession. Down a bundle to Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
LaMarcus Aldridge, a guy with the Trailblazers that played a ton of minutes on the perimeter, really owned the paint and embraced the low post scoring ability with the Spurs last season, averaging 23 points per game.
And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Aldridge to Patty Mills. Warriors last year had to go on the road, win a Game 7 at Houston to take the West. Jay, you know Steve Kerr wants to see his team play better at home, make sure they get home court advantage.
Especially because this is the last year at Oracle Arena. And when you have a team that can play with a sense of urgency that is as talented as this Golden State Warriors team is, you better watch out. They slacked off last year. They were 29-12 at home. Now, that's a pretty amazing record at home, but let me tell you why they slacked off. The 3 years prior to that combined, they were 114-9. I think we're going to see that Golden State Warrior team from those years instead of the one from last year.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Over and back. Pop going to pull the string. New personnel coming on. Rudy Gay. Down low, Aldridge. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To Rudy Gay. Shot from the lane won't go. Curry to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Green. That's rebounded by the Spurs. San Antonio ball. To Aldridge. The drive, right to the basket. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here's Curry with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. To DeRozan. Short jumper off the mark. Thompson to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Curry. Thompson. Kevin Durant. He's now 4 for 6.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
DeRozan with it. His guys down big. Down low, Aldridge. Off the assist.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Curry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. The opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. Thompson. Short jumper. Won't fall. To Aldridge. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
LaMarcus Aldridge at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Curry with the ball. Sizing up the defense. To Curry. They'll get it to Durant. Kevin Durant. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
And the 2. Counted for Aldridge.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
KD for 2. Not that time. To Aldridge. Count the bucket for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Curry. To Durant. Jumper's good.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To DeRozan. Warriors have it. Iguodala up against DeRozan. To Durant. Not that time.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
Jakob Poeltl against the former Finals MVP. Slams it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Stuffs it down with authority. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions.
Quinn Cook against Patty Mills. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Golden State at the controls. To Shaun Livingston. Fires the 3. Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 years ago, I got a chance to go to Reading, PA, and watch Lonnie Walker play. After his high school game, we got a chance to speak, and he broke down something to me that I never really thought about before. Did you know that Reading, PA typically is at or near the top of the list of U.S. cities with the lowest median household income of around $25K? Let me tell you why Lonnie inspires me. On draft night, he tweeted out something that was so real to all of his fans and any young kid out there. He said, be true to yourself because anything is possible. Believe in yourself. Look at me. I'm just a kid from Reddit. He made it.
To Aldridge. Has a chance. And a putback slam.
There you go, big fella.
Cook to bring it into the front court. His team on top by 13. The shot turned away by Pirtle.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Lonnie Walker at the line. First free throw is good.
For San Antonio, number 16, Al Gasol.
And gets both to drop at the line. Livingston across the timeline. It's an 11-point game. Here comes the screen. Livingston driving, but his shot won't go down. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. KD with the rock. To Sean Livingston. It's Aldridge with the rebound. Mills in possession. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Aldridge. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ed, I know we live in a new age where players rather take a 3 than a 2. But if you get an easy 2, that's a guaranteed bucket. You have to take it.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Durant, guarded by LaMarcus Aldridge. Picked up by the Spurs. It's good.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
From the painted area, won't go down. A shot at the buzzer, and the rebound grabbed by the Warriors. The quarter comes to an end. The Warriors with the lead. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the third.
And just because the numbers on a scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
DeRozan with the basketball. The deficit is 6. To Cunningham. Trying to cash in and buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
To Sean Livingston. For 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Here comes the screen. To Cunningham. The shot, almost. It's Cook with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Livingston. Iguodala against Pirtle. Lets it fly from long range. It's corralled by San Antonio. To DeRozan. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Livingston. Oh, he had him there for a second. Jordan Bell matched up with Dante Cunningham. That is great vision to set it up. Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Warriors have the basketball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That no good. Off the mark. To Cunningham. Knocked loose. Cunningham sizing up Jordan Bell. Cook to bring it into the front court. Leads 3. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. To DeRozan. Shot from the lane won't go. Iguodala to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Spurs will take the timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Warriors basketball. Livingston, defended by Cunningham. Patty Mills snares the rebound. Durant across the timeline. Up by 3. To Sean Livingston. Durant. Shot clock winding down. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Mills in possession. The deficit now up to 5. To Cunningham. Pau Gasol. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Bell to Sean Livingston. Durant. Warriors with 4 to shoot. 4-3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Mills in possession. His guys down 3. Bellinelli, tough matchup against Durant. Here comes the screen. Patty Mills to Cunningham. Had a chance, but it's no good. Durant with the basketball up top. Looking to make something happen. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Patty Mills to Cunningham. Has a look. And that'll be rebounded by Bell. Livingston. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Add 2 points to the board.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Patty Mills to Cunningham. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. To Cunningham. 5 seconds to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound taken down by Durant. Livingston to bring it up. Leads 5. Durant to Sean Livingston. Durant. Now that's a contest. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Marco Bellinelli at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. The free throw, good. Converts on the 3-point play. And the margin is down to 2 to Durant. Down to Green. Slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Patty Mills matched up with the two-time MVP. DeRozan with a shot that misses. Livingston across the timeline. They lead it, 4-point game. Here comes the screen. Livingston to Durant. Curry to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended. Mills in possession. His guys trail now by 4. Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. Draymond Green against the Australian. To Thompson. Here comes the screen. Thompson. Down low Green. Draymond Green. 3 for 6 now.
Green doesn't need to score to be effective. He's a more skilled Dennis Rodman of this generation. He's an undersized student of the game who can guard positions 1 through 5, a rarity even in today's style. And let me tell you what he's going to do. He's going to disrupt your game plan and probably try to get under your skin. So stay composed and don't go for the bait.
Steph Curry picked up by Mills. Thompson to Curry. From long range. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
DeRozan. Has a chance. Can't connect. Curry with the basketball. His team up by 7. And Draymond Green throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Short jumper off the mark. To Curry. Driving right to the basket. Curry all the way, but his shot won't fall. DeRozan with it. His guys down by 9. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Trying to cash in. DeRozan with a shot. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Rudy Gay.
Entering the game for the Warriors.
To Patty Mills. DeRozan to Patty Mills. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. DeRozan. And the rebound comes down to Green.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
To Thompson. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 16, Al Gasol. Subbing in for the Golden State Warriors, number 2.
Durant. Stephen Curry with a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Rudy Gay, defended by Draymond Green. Screen coming. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. Thompson to bring it into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. To Curry. Durant gets it in the right corner. Shot from in close, no good. Patty Mills against KD. That misses with a second to go. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. What really stands out for me is how many three-pointers were scored. Everyone in the arena should have been given a free umbrella for the way they made it rain from long range. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Spurs must be devastated after such a close loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Steph Curry read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.